Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi! My name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, we are unboxing and taking a look at the Magic Spells Oracle by Judika Illes. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I do apologize if I am not. This is the best-selling author of the Encyclopedia of 5,000 Spells. So this retails for $24.95 in the US and it is published by Weiser Books. Thank you so much to Weiser for sending this my way. 36 cards and a 128-page illustrated guidebook. All right. As always, in the description box below, I will link where you can legitimately purchase this should you want to. Okay, the Magic Spells Oracle is the ultimate toolkit for practicing the healing, transformative power of magic. The cards are divided into the elements of air, earth, fire, and water, plus 2 balancing cards. Each card holds a special meaning, offering guidance and inspiration through life, relationships, career, travel, and more. The 128-page guidebook provides further card meanings, spells, and rituals, as well as layouts, readings, and interpretations, from answering a simple question to supporting a life journey to connect with your inner wisdom and deepen your magical practice. Each stunningly illustrated card guides you through your personal journey of healing, magic, wisdom, and empowerment. Discover the magic in everything, including you. All right, let's get into this. Okay, we've got crows. All right, before we dive into the flip through, I just want to take a peek at the guidebook to see if there's anything pertinent we need to understand. We do have a nice table of contents. We have a preface, introduction, magic and spells, and then it goes into the Oracle deck itself. So all of those options, as well as how to use the cards. And then it goes into the layouts, guidance, and then the Oracle cards themselves. So it does go by section. So balancing cards, and then it goes into air, earth, fire, and water. Okay. The Magic Spells Oracle opens a portal into this magical world. Its 36 cards serve as keys, intended to help you grasp and wield the profound, transformative, and healing powers of magic. These cards will enable you to discover and cultivate the magic powers that already exist within you, helping you create and live the life that you desire. Awesome. Some information about magical energy, magic and spells. At its most basic, an oracle is an answer. Okay, cleansing, charging, home altar. Great advice here. Use this deck to choose a daily card for inspiration and to help focus your energy for the day ahead, or select a specific card that speaks to you in order to seek knowledge or interpret events or feelings. Okay, awesome. And then we do have the layouts here, 2 card, 3 card, lots of layouts. All right, let's get into the flip through. We'll dive a little bit deeper with the guidebook after. All right. So it is a matte. There's the back. Not too thick, not too thin on the cardstock. Very flexible. It is snapping back. I'm not mad at it yet. Alrighty. Looks like we have a keyword up at the bottom here. Okay, so it will give you at the top what section this is from, and then your keywords down at the bottom, and the title of the imagery. So we have yin yang, harmony, unification, and interconnection. I will be reading the bottom just because it might be hard to see on the film, on the video. So balancing scales for justice, fairness, and harmony. And now we're in the section of air. Crow, messenger, guide, protection. Hummingbird, love, death, reassurance, and messenger. Bat, prosperity, luck, and wisdom. Flying witch. Oh, I love it. Freedom, flight or travel. Female power. Planets, energy, good fortune, life, and vitality. Fragrance, memory, emotion, and dreams. Lapis lazuli, speech, dreams, communication. The evil eye, caution, protection, envy. Magic wand, energy, power, focus. And now we're in earth with rabbit, fertility, peace, prosperity. Scarab, rebirth, regeneration, transformation. Cat, independence, mystery, luck. Snake, wisdom, healing, fertility. Ancestors, continuity, guidance, and protection. Emerald, fidelity, wealth, love, eternal love. Crossroads, transformation, possibility, and choices. Magic coin, prosperity, opportunity, and wealth. Phoenix, rebirth, hope, and renewal. We're in fire now. Dragon, treasure, protection, wealth. Flame, passion, love, divination. Lightning, new energy, enlightenment, intuition. Candle magic, hope, power, communication. Sun, vitality, renewal, and hope. Lamp, illumination, clarity, dreams. Ruby, passion, courage, love. Dagger, loyalty, bravery, protection. And water, crocodile, fertility, perseverance, resilience. We don't see a lot of crocodiles in decks. Mirror magic, divination, portal, truth. Crystal ball, revelation, knowledge, insight. Rainwater, oh, that's a fun way of doing that. Cleansing, rejuvenation, virility. Moon, change, intuition, fertility. Quartz, amplification, cleansing, and empowering. Goblet, celebration, ritual, joy. And the last one is mermaid, wealth, enchantment, and secrets. Okay, the imagery, not too bad. It's, to me, a little basic, but I'm not mad at it because this is a deck that you can kind of utilize in a multitude of different ways. I could see myself definitely pulling a card and using it for ritual purposes or for meditation purposes, or for the specific workings that are in the guidebook. So I'm not mad at that. Let's shuffle. Yeah, not having an issue with the shuffling. I want to do this side by side. Oh yeah. So if you have smaller hands, I always recommend, if you have a bigger deck size, to do side by side if you can, if it's flexible enough. And this one absolutely is. And it shuffles overhand just great. I'm not having an issue with how it shuffles. They're not sticking together. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to go into the guidebook and read for Crow. All right, in the beginning of the section, it does have a blurb, so we're going to read that first. When not in one of its dramatic forms, whirlwinds, tornadoes, windstorms, it's easy to forget about air, but you can be sure it's there. You would know very quickly if it wasn't. The most ephemeral element, air, surrounds us. We cannot survive without it. Air is literally the breath of life. Air receives and transmits. As spells, words, emotions, and intentions enter air on their way to manifesting your goals. Fragrance, smoke, and incense can increase your awareness of air. Wind chimes will remind you of air's presence. Taking the air was once a popular healing practice. Pranayama is the yogic art of controlled breathing. Slow, conscious, deep breaths may help alleviate anxiety. Spiritual cleansings are accomplished via smoke from an herb bundle or by diffusing essential oils. Air is the vehicle for daily nature oracles. Listen to the rustling of leaves or the sounds of birds. Interpret the shapes and placements of clouds. Wind spirits are affiliated with the air element, such as the Hungarian goddess Szlanya, whose name literally means wind mother. Invisibility is associated with air, but so are pastel colors and shades of gray, blue, and white. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius are the astrological air signs. Okay, so let's get into Crow. So the keywords messenger, guide, and protection. Widely considered to be the ultimate messenger, the crow offers protection and guidance to the living as a powerful animal ally. The crow brings messages from the spirit realm and is a powerful psychopomp, a guide that leads the souls of the dead to the afterlife. It is considered extremely auspicious if one makes a spontaneous appearance at a funeral or a similar post-death rite. This indicates that the escort service for the soul has arrived and is intended to comfort and reassure the living. Seeing a crow when you are experiencing a spiritual death or similar long dark night of the soul may be an indication of the proverbial light at the end of the tunnel. Crows are diurnal birds that noisily greet the sun at the first break of day. Crow reflection. Crows are oracle birds, often providing clues to what will be entering into our lives shortly. If you encounter a crow, especially if you are having difficulties or at a crossroads in your life, pay attention to what it's doing. To witness a crow eating is an indication of your own financial improvement, especially if it stops to look at you while doing so. Counting crows is an old form of household divination, as well as a band, and various rhymes offer meanings to the numbers. For instance, 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy. Okay, I think this is interesting. I definitely want to play around with it a little bit more. I think that this is great as an oracle. I love the insights. There are spells in here for certain cards. There's reflections, there's readings. It just depends on the type of card that you pull or the specific ones that you pull. So it's going to be different regarding each card. So I like that. I think there's value in this, especially if you are a fan of her encyclopedia of 5,000 spells. So I definitely want to work with this a lot more and check it out. I feel like there's a lot of potential in this deck. I think it's a great deck to keep as reminders of what you can work with, how you can work with these items, etc. And as an oracle, it works really well too. I'm also not sure about the artist because there's not any mentioned, but there is a designer, Peter Klayman, and additional illustration, Andy Pasirek. So I'm going to credit them for the imagery in here. Like I said, I don't know if it's like clip art or if it's, something from a program. I don't know. But I do know that it's not AI. So that is always a pleasant surprise. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I would love to know what your thoughts are on this deck. Is this something that you're excited about? Is this something that you think you'll pick up? What are all your thoughts? I would love to know down in the comment section below. And if you've made it this far in this video, I would love it if you added a bird emoji of your choice, since that's what we landed on today. And thank you so much to Red Wheel and Weiser Books for sending this my way. I am very excited to get to know more of it, to work with it, and see how it plays out. Let me know all your thoughts. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I love you and I like you. If you have not done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.